Entitled Mum wants me to let her kid play with a $1,000 toy or else. So some important context. I lived until recently in a small Connecticut town that had a cove with a connector that dumped into the river. The cove itself is quite large, about small lake sized, with a large gravel parking area usually used for boat lunches. Although local cops like to park there, do paperwork, eat food, watch the water and be thankful their small town isn't eventful enough to end up on something like live PD. Because of the large body of still water, I like to come here to run RC boats. The boat I was running this time was my Spartan. This picture of when I took it to a family reunion in Rhode Island is the best I have at the moment. I've done more to it since then. Well, that looks like an absolute beast. It's 3 feet, 36 inches long, water-cooled electric and fast. I think total, boat itself and all the upgrade parts I put on it, it's about $1,000 or so. Most of the time, if someone asks me if they can drive it, they're pretty understanding when I say no. But entitled parents aren't most people, now we know that for sure. By this point, where we start the story, I was standing out on the floating dock, setting up a radar gun I'd borrowed from a friend of mine, who drives a race car on its little tripod, and was putting the batteries in the boat to get it ready to go. I noticed a local cop had pulled into the parking area off to the side and was in the process of unwrapping a grinder from the local shop up the street. Sandwich time had come, and from the look he was giving that grinder, it had been sorely missed. I also noticed a woman and her young son walking along the water's edge, and they noticed me setting up, which isn't hard since my boat is bright red as we've seen. I noticed her trying to walk casual in the general area as I connected the power and put it in the water, poking the button on the radar gun for max hold while I did a slow figure 8 to make sure everything was functioning. I'd had problems with the rudder servo before and it would hook a left as soon as you gave it throttle. As I lined up to make a pass in front of the radar gun, they approached me. Hey, that's a pretty cool toy boat. I'm not fully paying her attention. I lined up my shot and floored the throttle, screaming past the radar gun, 76 miles an hour. Wow, and so fast too. I'm still not paying attention, lining up another shot. I floor it past again, keeping it more stable, 82 miles an hour. Are you listening to me? Sorry, I have to concentrate for speed runs to keep it steady. This hull style is fast, but not as stable as you'd think. I pulled it in next to the dock so I could talk to this woman. Now, this entitled mom is going straight for the throat apparently. Think my son could try it out? Sorry, no, this is pretty expensive and very fast. I point to the radar gun, which is still showing 82 miles an hour on the display. I can't get over how quick that is for an RC boat. So, my son won't break it, he's a good boy. Ah snap, here we go again, GIF. Lady, your son looks like he's maybe 8 and I have a lot of money into this boat, so sorry, but no. You're just selfish. You let my son drive that toy boat. I'm his mother and I say it's okay. Yep, that's right, she gave permission for someone else to use my stuff. I look over and lock eyes with the cop sitting in his car, sandwich crammed halfway in his mouth. I can see it in his eyes. He can see what's going on but really doesn't want to interrupt sandwich time unless he has to. The entitled mother takes advantage of my distraction to try and grab the transmitter from me, and since she's got me cornered on the edge of a floating dock, I wasn't able to just move away. So I ended up elbowing her in the process of shutting off the transmitter so the boat wouldn't run away and then wrestling it away from her. The cop takes notice, sighs, puts down a sandwich and gets out to approach us. As he walks up, the entitled mum is screaming at me about assault and lawsuits and other things I couldn't make out. She was hitting the pitch that caused physical pain. The cop comes over. Okay, whoa, calm down mum, what's going on here? This man assaulted me because I asked if my son could play with his toy. The cop sighs, pinches the bridge of his nose, and his face takes on the expression of God effing darn it. Okay, really? You're really gonna try that? Really? You know I was watching you, right? The whole time? And I know you know that's not what really happened. But he... Stop, I don't want to hear it. Look, I'm on my lunch break and I really don't want to deal with this right now. So let me tell you what's going to happen. But Don't interrupt me, please. Here's what's going to happen. You and your son are going to walk away now and let me get back to my lunch and this man get back to whatever he's doing. You're going to do it now or I'll give you a free ride in my car and I guarantee you won't like how that ends. Are we clear? That's a yes or no question, are we clear? The entitled mum is now visibly deflated. Yes, sir. Good, you're free to go now. The entitled mum sulks away slowly, constantly looking back at me, and the cop gives me a sort of half-hearted apology and goes back to his cruiser to resume sandwich time. I managed to hit 91 miles an hour on a fluke run before my battery started running low and I had to pack up. So that's it, my Sunday EM encounter that ruined what would have been some good stress relief. Hope you guys enjoy, and as weird as it may seem for me to say, I actually genuinely hope I don't end up back here with another story, as each entitled parent encounter I have makes me rethink the whole going outside and doing human things bit just for a minute. Entitled kid and entitled mum ruin gaming tournament. This happened about a year ago, so hopefully I get everything right. I went to my local Microsoft store because they were holding an Overwatch tournament. Even though I don't play it that much anymore, back then Overwatch was my life. I bought Overwatch League jerseys and merchandise, I loved it. Anyways, I went to this tournament and was a part of Team Mercy Main, by the way. Yes, it was spelled like that. The tournament had a shared $100 prize pool, which among 6 people wasn't so bad at the time. I would say 6 people, but then a 7th came, EK. The story goes as follows. Now, E is a Microsoft employee, T1 teammate 1, and T2 is teammate 2. So the entitled mum and her entitled kid enter the store. Hey, is there a spot still in the tournament? No, unfortunately, all 4 teams have been filled. The entitled kid's face drops, as does EM's. I'm sorry, what? We have no spots left. Well, make room. I'm sorry, but these people came earlier. Are you saying these people have priority over my son? Now all the players heard that and started to get a little agitated. I'm sorry mom, we have another tournament next week on the same day. Would you like to pre-book for that? No, we will be on holidays. What is that kid doing there? Pointing at me. Yeah, he probably doesn't even play the game. The entitled mum then marches towards me and I knew I was screwed. Excuse me, but that employee says you are no longer allowed in the tournament. Let my son play. Yeah. Well, he never told me that. Well, he told us, so get up. I put my hand up to get the attention of the Microsoft employee and he comes over. Mom, we are gonna have to ask you to leave. Your son has not been given permission to play. The entitled kid then goes for a punch, right in the jaw. To my surprise, this kid was actually quite strong and I'm a weakling, so it hurt. Not amazingly, but it hurt. Eat it. Alright, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. He's not getting up though. One of my teammates said, excuse me miss, but we've been playing this for a couple of days now. On the website it warned you that teams might fill. My other teammate said, yeah, sorry, but he has more priority right now over you. We pre-booked 2 days ago. When did I ask for your opinion? My teammate then rolls his eyes. EM didn't like that. I'm sorry, but that is disrespectful. Say sorry to me now. Her entitled kid then snatches my teammate's phone and bolts out the room. Oi, get back in now, you little idiot. You do not talk to my son like that. He has my phone. You talked horribly to him. I never even looked at him. So, me, the entitled mother, my first teammate and my second teammate and the Microsoft employee walk outside the room and find that a security guard has stopped him. The security guard says, Mom, what is your son doing running around the store and hiding? He has my phone. The security guard searches his pockets and finds the phone. Hey, that's my son's phone, give it back. The security guard then asks my teammate, is this your phone? Yes. No, it's not, he's lying. At this point, the security guard knew it was just one of those parents and checked the camera footage to find that EK had indeed stole the phone. Mom, we are gonna ask you to leave the store as your son has tried to steal private property. Fine, you'll be hearing from my lawyers. Entitled mum and her entitled kid then leave the store and the security guard apologizes for the inconvenience. The tournament goes on and we are in game 3 and out of nowhere, 2 of the computers go out. The entitled kid had snuck back into the store and cut 2 laptop cables with scissors. The entitled mum was later on found outside the store. They were both caught and fined $250 to replace the cables. So now the tournament has 10 computers and not 12. You need 6 to a team. The tournament was called off for the day and we were all invited back next week to play. Mercy Main, by the way, didn't end up winning, but me and my second teammate got complimentary gift cards to say sorry for what happened. Me, my teammate, and my other teammate love sharing this story to this day.
Anyway, if you enjoyed that video, go and check out another one right away. There are so many more Reddit stories on my channel for you to enjoy. Also, drop me a comment below if there's another subreddit that I haven't looked at yet and you want to see in the next video.